Hi guys, welcome to Dogs of War Gaming channel. Today we have here
Josh.
and me, Jesus. We'll be commentating on the event we had on May 31st here at Dogs of War Gaming. The assault at Imdaar Alpha was the X-Wing tournament for the prize. And we have Joshua on the right.
Not me, though.
And John on the left. John is playing Imperials, and Joshua is playing the Rebels. So what do you think about these builds, Josh?
Well, right now we have very bottom pilot skill pilots for the Imperials. Kind of like a swarm, but we, instead of having 17 TIE fighters, we have 2 TIE Fighter Academy pilots and 2 bottom-of-the-line Scimitar pilot bombers, as well as a fire spray in the back.
I really like his list. You have, look like the bombers is like heavy hitters, and you have the spray to try to soak up some, some damage, be like a big scary monster.
It's still a very, very good damage dealer as well, because it has the heavy assault cannons on the back, so it's going to deny that extra dodge dice for shooting at range band 3. It looks fairly balanced. I'd be interested to see how it runs against a 4 X-Wing list. Kyle Katarn being on the other side, though. Rebels, the kind of feeding focus everywhere with Garvin, so he's super awesome with focus. R5 P9 repairing shields for having focus at the end of the turn, really good. So you're just kind of passing all the focus around everywhere.
They're like a focus battery.
Oh yeah,
I really like how the Imperial, you see, he sends the bombers to the left and the other ones to the right, like a little kind of piercing maneuver. The only thing I'm worried about those bombers, you don't want the rebels, shooting them down before they get to do their damage.
The bombers do have 6 health apiece, so they can kind of soak up damage. The asteroid being right in the middle of the attack pattern, though, forced the Imperial player to kind of either commit down a narrow corridor or split off like that. I do like the very tight maneuvering from the Academy pilots in that fire spray. He even got his action from that.
Yeah, it's one of the beauties of X-Wing, when all the maneuvers work perfectly and everything fits very snugly.
And then there's those times when they don't, and you want to cry. So right now, I'm going to expect probably... we're looking at some... I would want to say kind of slight turn with the TIE fighters over here. Probably barrel rolling to get into better position. And yeah, there we go. And for the bombers, we're probably looking at a 1 or 2 move in moving into a more engaging position, just because they have those concussion missiles, so they're going to want to try and target lock as soon as they can. And fire spray is going to be a fire spray.
Yeah, those TIE fighters are, threading Josh's left flank, and with potential going behind him if he overextends forward.
Right now they have a very nice, high... it's a very nice board presence, and the Rebel player cannot ignore that at all. Yep. There's the turn to engage maneuver. And focus, because he's probably out of range for the target lock. Just following up his formation.
Yeah, John is doing very good at covering the board too.
Yeah. There's no arc that the Rebel player can move, and him... Okay, there we go. that the Rebel player can move and that the Imperial player cannot shoot at. Watch out for the asteroid.
The other thing is, would be kind of, I don't know. I think better would be have the Firefly be up front, unless he's wants to use it as a big attack.
I think he's trying to keep it in that range band 3, so that you can utilize the heavy assault cannon as much as possible. Oh, that's an ion cannon. Never mind. That's an interesting play. I would agree to kind of have him a little bit more forward then. Because that's only range band 1, too.
Since he takes a lot of damage, to be soaking up.
And he's one of the only things on the field that has a shield.
True.
So taking those hits on shields rather than in the hull where they could be possible crits is more beneficial to this list, I think.
There's Karkatan generating focus already. So, what would have been your strategy? Would you want to try to take down Katarn as fast as possible? But he has Biggs, so you still have to focus on Biggs.
You have to kill Biggs. I mean, ideally, yes, you want to get rid of Kyle Katarn as fast as possible. Him just having that focus battery and handing it off to everyone. Because right now, even though only Garvin has focus, as well as the Crow, but you're not going to get rid of focus on the Crow. Literally the entire list has focus, because he's going to activate Garvin first, he's going to use it, and then he's going to hand it off to Biggs so that he can use it.
So there's 2 hits and a focus?
2 hits and a focus. Debating the focus.
Yep, he uses
target lock to reroll.
Target lock for another. Pretty good.
You still got hit, though. And,
oh, wow. One-shotted.
I would have used the focus right there, just so that it was another model on the field. But, hey. And we have Biggs now shooting at the bomber with the focus.
And hits.
This is the Crow, actually. Sorry.
He dodges. Losing that TIE fighter right off the bat was kind of rough.
Oh, yeah. Trying to see if that Academy pilot's in arc. Looks like he's barely out. No.
He's going to be shooting at the bomber, I think.
Yeah. That's a very lucky pickoff.
Oh, wow.
3 hits again.
3 hits.
With no dodge. The pain. That's a half health bomber pilot right there.
Yeah, what? 6 hull?
6 hull.
Ooh, this is big.
They're a beefy ship, but they don't have any shields, is the big down.
So, the biggest advantage for that meaning is every crit counts. So instead of having your shield soak up crits, crits are immediately affecting the ship.
Yes. They are cheaper ships, though, to be fair.
So now it's retaliation.
We got a hit and crit. With what looks like we're dodging out of it.
To dodge.
Okay, and the rear bomber to the only target you can shoot at.
Nothing.
For nothing.
Whiffed.
And the second bomber. Oh, Academy pilot. Range band 3.
3, I think.
And nothing.
Oh.
Not very comfortable dice for
the
the
force
Imperial
is
player.
not strong with John.
See, right now, if I were the Imperial player, I'd be concerned less with what's going on the field. I mean, losing that TIE fighter and getting 3 hits on that bomber did indeed suck. But what are your maneuvers here? You have a very long-range list, and you're already on top of your opponent. I mean, you go range band 1 or move 1 with your bombers, and the X-Wings are just going to be right on top of you with range band 1. I would almost have to say you have to K-turn or try an interesting maneuver.
Well, he listened to you. He's a K-turn.
Yep. Interesting position for the TIE fighter. Let's see how these bombers...
Here's going to be the...
It looks like they're going forward. Ugh. Perhaps he's hoping for some bumping with the X-Wings to kind of mitigate damage on that damaged
So do you think bumping is a big strategy in the game?
It's kind of a big deal because you deny actions. That person cannot shoot at that fighter. So denying shots in X-Wing is one of the largest strategies that is underappreciated. Here we go.
Wow, he covered that middle of the field very good.
So now he has room for his ion cannon to just wreck things. Even though it won't necessarily wreck. But it will definitely do some work. And what we got here?
Oh!
Yep, just turn in 1. So we can...
Guess Josh was expecting that
Yep.
big cluster in the middle.
When you're a Rebel player and you have 2 X-Wings up in front, you don't want to move very fast, especially when the Imperial player got right on top of you like that. It's just very good maneuvering right now. It looks like we're just going to take a bunch of focusing, which is curious because, you know, Kakatarn, hi, I'm here. He's going to move up, stay in formation. Is he going to focus for 2? Yes, he is. All the focus. Oh, my goodness. So now we start. He's going to pass off his focus to, Garvin. Who's going to fire first? We got Biggs on to the big guy.
Yep, he's trying to finish that.
Definitely in range band 1. This is going to hurt. All you can do is hope for a whiff. That is not a whiff.
3 hits?
That is a 3 hits and a crit. With no dodge.
Oh, John.
That hurts. Losing that concussion missile this early. On top of the Academy pilot. And looks like we're just barely in range band 2 of the Hawk. Oh, which means he gets to use his blaster turret. For 3 dice. Oh my god.
3 hits.
2 focus, but no focus to spend. My goodness, the Imperial, or the Rebel player is just doing work right now. Ugh. And the crit. Can't see what that does, but nothing super important, I suppose. Primarily because we got a range band 1 shot with, range band 2. Alright, to the dodge. And nothing. Another bomber gone. This is going south for the Imperial player so quickly.
It must be frustrating, you know. Sometimes when the dice are not with you.
Yeah, it's just painful to watch. We got a hit and 2 crits with the fire spray. I'm gonna cancel off one of the hits. 2 damage, 2 shields. And that's the most unmotivating thing, is you haven't touched the rebel player at all, and they've already killed 3 of your ships. Oof.
Yeah.
And there goes those concussion missiles too. Those are not cheap.
And without them even getting a shot at.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if the fire spray can do work here. Because right now, you actually have an interesting advantage with the fire spray. It can move forward 1, not get an action, but prevent probably at least one of those X-Wings from getting a shot at you. Alternatively, I think the rebel player kind of sees that, so I'd expect a bank to his left, our right, and try and engage that Academy pilot.
With both of them, or I'm assuming he wants to keep them all together.
That'd probably be the best idea. The only problem is if the fire spray does get into the cluster right there. Oh, and a bump. That's okay. It was a green maneuver, so we get to remove that stress.
Anyway.
That is a weird position for that Academy pilot. And what do we get? Wow. Oh, that's true. He can shoot from behind. Forgot about that, about the fire spray. He does have a rear firing arc. And he probably focuses. So the question is, what does the rebel person do? Target lock, not a focus. Just gonna mosey along forward. Oh.
Nope.
We're going exactly right up into the butt. Which is interesting now. Oh, wait, that's Garvin. Never mind. That would have been great if that was Biggs. Here's Biggs. Bumping into...
I don't think he's bumping.
Oh, no. That's actually a really nice fit right there.
They're chasing the fire spray.
He obviously had a very good read on where that fire spray was going. And here comes the caboose. Now, obviously, it's a range band one shot of the fire spray from Biggs.
No, oh yeah, Biggs can shoot it. Garvin can't.
No, but just a curious reason why he put the extra focus on Garvin.
Just shooting with where Biggs first?
Yep. Oh, nothing.
It's about time.
My goodness. The fate has turned around.
But I think it's kind of too late now.
Oh, we're going to fire the auto blaster at the Academy pilot. Has a 360 arc. Love that piece of equipment. You're going to focus to get 3 hits.
You shooting the pilot or the spray?
He's shooting the Academy pilot. For 1 damage. Oh, it's a crit too. Oh. Okay. That should be Rebel turn. Now the big thing
here
is,
he has to shoot at Biggs still. See,
unless that is that exterior one not Biggs? No, oh no, he's shooting at Biggs. So crit, unfortunately, still bouncing off the shields. because of the shield upgrades. And we have the Academy pilot shooting at Biggs with nothing. Oof. I mean, luckily, the fire spray did not take too much damage from that, so that's a good thing. The unfortunate part is the fire spray only has one path, is to turn into the middle of the table, which will be easily read by the rebel player.
I think he has three ships behind in his butt.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, the Academy pilot is not looking for a promotion anytime soon, because he's just pinging off the rear armor. I guess the curious question would be where to go with this Academy pilot. Do you cut in behind the X-Wing formation? Or I would actually try to cut Biggs out of the equation here with the Academy pilot and try and get a shot at the Hawk.
Oh,
with the Academy pilot.
You still think that if he could knock the Hawk out, he could have a chance against the other two?
At this point, you have to knock out ships. Okay. It's an interesting maneuver.
So you think would have been better a hard right?
Or even just either a hard right or a bank into the right. The big question is, where's Biggs going? He has to go around. Oh, ooh. It's an interesting maneuver. I would not have expected that. Perhaps he's relying on the rebel player cutting around that asteroid, which will actually allow the Hawk to be open for the fire spray. What do we got? Oh.
They're all going against what you think.
I don't know why that would have been a maneuver. The fire spray wouldn't have been able to turn. Well, I guess it could have turned around in time. But then you have that asteroid in its path. Interesting. Breaking off the formation.
I guess we shall call this the YMCA maneuver.
Now, the big opportunity for the Imperial player right now is one, that fire spray. Oh, my goodness. The big opportunity for this fire spray right now is Biggs is not in its arc. So he can actually get some good damage on the Hawk, but he'll be shooting through an asteroid. Alternatively, he can actually do a decent amount of damage on Garvin, who's right there, and he has a target lock on him. Unfortunately, the fire spray took an evade action instead of a focus action, so he won't be as good in the shooting phase.
Wow, this Rebels turn, took us by surprise with all these.
2 hits, because it's 2 focus. He's debating using the focus. Yeah, there
Actually,
you go.
Why not?
You're Kyle Katarn. Come on, man. Evade token for 1 point of damage.
Thank you, John, for moving the the cards in the middle of the table so our camera can take it.
Okay, so we're gonna have a range band 1 shot from the from the fire spray to the X-wing. Focus and a crit. We're gonna target lock to re-roll the focus
3
and
dice.
crits.
Yep. Come on, John. Yeah.
An extra hit. Man, if he had that.
Ooh.
Oh, but no dodge.
That's 2 shield. That's a shield and a damage.
Shield and a crit. What's the crit? Something important.
Kaboom.
Like 2 damage. Actually, 2 damage. Yeah,
Yep.
would be terrible right now. Oh, I can't see it. Darn you, glare. I think it's the minor hull breach. If you score a hit, you take an additional damage. Not as good as the direct damage, but still worth a shot.
Potential.
The X-Wing, or the Academy pilot shooting at the X-Wing.
No, he rolled a green dice, so.
Yeah. What we got? And we're cleaning up now. See, I'm curious whether that if Garvin is able to K-turn there, or will he fall off the table? Or will he have to take the long way around? Fire spray is probably going to turn into the center of the table. We're going to have a K-turn from Biggs. Maybe a K-turn from the Hawk. Yeah. And the Academy pilot, I think, has to turn
To the left.
to the bottom of the table. Yeah, has to turn left.
So now he'll hit that asteroid right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, he could go forward, but I don't see that being a very viable option either. Problem is, if he turns left, he's going to be in the firing arc of... Here we go. Yep. No, at least that's a shorter distance than I thought. I normally play Rebels, so I'm not used to that one hard turn. It was really nice on the Imperial ships. Oh, that's what the crit was. That stinks.
What was it?
Every hard turn that you make is a red maneuver, which is kind of very disadvantageous to the Imperial players who have a lot of ships with white or green hard turns. Target lock and Biggs. It's a shame right now that he can't just pick off Garvin, because he only has 2 hit points left. And he thought the same thing I did. Just too much.
Plus, he takes Garvin out of the heat right now,
Yeah.
so he can get, a quick kill off of him.
And there's the
There's the
K-turn.
turn you predicted.
Right now, that's not a good arc for the Imperial player, because we're looking at probably range band 2
To finish off
for
that tie.
the TIE fighter. And what's this guy doing? What are you doing? Oh, just parking right alongside of him. It doesn't matter that he's in...
Oh, he's a 360 gun.
Yep. Those auto blasters are awesome. And we're going to focus for 2 focus tokens. Woo! And then we're going to hand one over there, even though he did a K-turn. We're looking at kind of a very dead Academy pilot right now.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to finish that and then concentrate on the fire spray.
Here we go. 3 hits because you're going to spend a focus token. And get... Oh, gosh. Oh, that bottom one must be Garvin.
Oh yeah, I think so. Because he just moved the focus over to the Hawk.
Oh.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I thought Garvin was on the top of the screen.
I thought so too. Whoops.
So the Imperial play can take one ship down, hopefully.
Oh.
And there's
Gonna take 2
2
hits and target lock the focus token, or focus icon. Imagine if he just took a focus action. contemplating it? Or do you want to keep it for the next turn? Nope. Vote. Yes. And it's another focus icon. Darn it. Range band 3 shot. So we're just doing 2 points of damage because there's no focus on the X-Wing. Good shot, good shot. But man, this is a rough position for the Imperial player. Running around with a fire spray that doesn't have a heavy laser cannon on it.
But he still has a chance to take one down.
It all comes up to the maneuvering, and if that second X-Wing can come back into play. If that second X-Wing comes back into the fight, we're looking at a dead fire spray. Otherwise, it's actually a fairly even match. Because the fire spray's really not touched at all. You have an X-Wing with only one shield left, and Kyle-Katarn with an auto blaster turret, which is kind of amazing.
So right now, you think he should concentrate on Garvin and finish him off?
Yeah, if his shots line up for that, he needs to take out Garvin.
Because it's going to take a turn or two for Biggs to get back into the fray.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's an interesting maneuver. I would have taken a bank instead.
He's very predicting he's going to go forward. So if he goes like forward 1, you could think he'll be out of his...
He will be out of range, yeah. The Rebel player is probably just going to soft bank 1 into where the fire spray's position is. I guess the question is, what is Kyle-Katarn going to do? I would see him just hard turning around. And is he going for it? Yep. Soft bank into the fire spray. Getting rid of the stress and focusing, most likely. Or we're going to target lock because Kyle-Katarn will give him the focus. And we're going to target lock.
So when that fire spray did that hard turn, you think he should have kept his options a bit open and not
I would have
committed that much to him going forward?
I would have soft banked. And because this is the exact reason why.
So now both ships are out of his arc?
Both ships are out of arc. The one of the 2 blind spots on the fire spray, and they're just almost completely out of it. Maybe he can grab the tail end of the Hawk, but it's not looking very promising. And the X-Wing getting 4 hits. Thank you, focus, and still has a target lock with an invade token. So we're gonna lose our shields here.
So loses 3 shields.
Yep. Which allows the auto blaster to open up. Here we go. And we got 2 hits with focus. Thank you, Kyle-Katarn. And 2 focus icons, but no focus to speak of. Oh, must have been 1 dodge and 1 focus. Sorry. Trying to see if he can grab that Hawk, and he can't. Oh, he can. With 3 hits, 1 dodge. Oh, it's going straight onto the ship.
What was it, 3 hits?
3 hits. There's only 1 shield on that, so... Our question comes to, where do you move that fire spray so that it actually can get a shot off somewhere?
So, Katarn, what? It's going to have, that's 4 hull.
4 hull. Has
He
2
took-
life left.
So he has 2 life left.
Oh, the I think the Academy pilot scratched off some shields earlier.
So, the Imperial player is still in this. Because both Garvin and Katarn are pretty hurt.
Yeah. Garvin and Katarn both have only 2 hit points on their ships left.
So, even though he's taking a beating early in the game, he's still in it.
He's still kind of on a timer, though, because his ship only has 4 hit points left.
Yeah.
Kind of have to... Okay. We're going forward, or are we K-turning? Nope, just forward.
Remember, he could shoot out of his back, so...
Yep. Utilizing that to the fullest. Now, the only problem we're seeing here is probably a hard turn from him. It's only a 2, though, so he's still out of range bands.
Okay. The last thing he wants is Biggs get within his range.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think Biggs has been going in La La Land recovering his shields.
Yep. Because of that R5P9 astromech droid.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very close.
Just barely out. And we got us a K-turn coming from the X-Wing, which may also put it out of range band shots. Curious what Kyle does. Is he just gonna hard turn like a Y-Wing? He's going forward. That's a K-turn, right?
Can you do that such a small? No, I don't think.
No. It's an interesting maneuver. I guess to keep him within range of
Yep.
no, still range band 3. Give that guy a medal in the form of a focus icon. Let's see. 3 shots, 3 dodge, 1 hit.
One hit.
Do we pop the target lock? Oh, yes we do, because we still have a focus icon. Ugh. Oh, that hurts. With a dodge, just enough. Oh. And... is he in range band 2? Range band 3. 2, 3. Here's the shots. 2, 1 hit, 1 dodge.
Ah, man, those dice still hasn't come back for the Imperial player. That was his chance to, get back in the game.
The lack of dodging at the very beginning of the game is very unfortunate.
Very disturbing.
Disturbing in the force.
So this looks like it's going to be finishing soon because Biggs is going to be coming out of the corner. So then he has to now...
The 2 X-Wings are converging this turn. Assuming they don't do anything too drastic. Or the fire spray doesn't do anything too drastic either. I think the best maneuver for the fire spray right now is to do a K-turn. It allows the fire spray to get as far away from Garvin as possible and possibly outmaneuver Biggs. And it looks like we're hard turning into Biggs. Not the exact target you want to shoot at, but a target regardless. Unless Biggs moves into the fire spray, which would be interesting. Here we go. Just moving on forward. Oh my goodness. I think he's just barely in that fire spray's arc too.
You think?
I think so.
Looks out.
It's very close.
Yeah, I think
It's very close. If that
but
is
regardless,
true,
I don't think neither of the other two ships are going to get within his arc, so he's not going to get.
it looks like you're out-ish. So very.
You're out, Josh. Move the tide.
Oh.
There's me for judging. And it's out. For any questions, call the judge.
Well,
Always a
if it
good
was
rule.
if it was out, then he couldn't have target locked like he just did.
What?
It looks
I thought
like
he was out.
looks like it was touching the base just a tiny bit.
Never mind. I don't remember what the ruling was.
So we're gonna pass off the focus for a long range span 3 shot. I don't think it's through the asteroid. And 3 dice. Well, we got 3 hits without modifications. We got a focus and a dodge. With no focus icon, it looks like we're going to take 2 damage. 2 health on the fire spray. And a range band 1 X-Wing that gets to shoot first.
Yep.
Oh, range band 2 actually. Because of such a weird firing arc. It doesn't help though. It's a focus icon and 2 hits. We're gonna do 2 hits because it's game point right now. 2 damage needs to get through. With nothing. That's a good game.
That's a game, man.
Victory goes to Rebel player with a very interesting focus-based play with Kagatarn and Draven.
Garvin. So, hopefully you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you like us. Like the video if you do. Comment. And we'll try to get the next game too. And have a good day. Bye.